I know the studio looks weird, huh? I'll explain why here in a minute. How's everybody's November going? Doing alright? I had to move everything out of the garage. Well, at least on this wall. I had, let me back up a little bit here. I meant to put something here where I could, I meant to put brains all over the place still. I had to move everything off this wall, and I had to move a whole bunch of stuff around, and there's two reasons. One, I found mice in my garage and my studio, which is not good considering I had like 180 art pieces in here. That's thankfully taken care of. As you can see, the little mouse trap there, and there's a couple of other ones around. I haven't gotten any recently, which is fantastic, but it was very sucky. I did find two, I had to think of the names, I couldn't even, that's how burnt out I am from all this shit. Two pieces that had just eaten through, so that's really cool. So that is why there is nothing in my garage right now. It's not because I'm quitting, it's not because of any of that. Nope, it's because there were fucking mice in my art studio. And then the reason why there's nothing on the walls is because I thought I had a leak in my roof. It just turns out I have a leak in my wall. So that is why they're down. I have water coming through this area here, where the concrete meets the wall. And so I have people coming to fix all that, and but I don't know how long they'll be. Excuse me, I will go get a drink of water. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Went inside, went to go get water, realized I have fucking water over here. Completely burnt out. Also, besides the nonsense with the garage, I was also really burnt out. I wrote down, if my camera wants to behave. Come on now. Focus. It's so dumb. Come on now. There you go. I wrote down a little bit for you guys. I don't want to have it back here, so I'm just like reading it like a billboard. It would feel very disingenuous for me. So I'm going to read it off of my phone and hopefully not stutter and slur my words too much, because I don't read out loud very well. First, I want to say thank you to everyone who messaged me privately on to check on me. It really did help me more than you guys know. I appreciate every single one of you who took the time to either call me, text me, email me. There were a couple people that reached out through the contact me on the website. That was really awesome for you guys to take the time out of your day and message me. Secondly, Midnight Visions Artworks has always been about two things, art and mental health. And today I would like to talk openly. Let me grab a fucking chair. Today I want to talk openly about the mental health part. Because it is actually obviously a very big part of my life. And it kind of controls all of my art, whether it's flowing or not flowing. And it obviously affects the art you see from me and the times you don't see me at all, which, yeah. These are days where I wake up, there are days where I wake up and I feel good, I feel capable, I feel like I can paint, I can go out and ride motorcycles, I can play with my dog, I can do all of it. Easy peasy. There are absolutely days where I can do that. But there's also days where getting out of bed is the hardest thing I face. There are days when picking up a paintbrush physically hurts because my mind is running over 1,000 things at 1,000,000 miles an hour. There are days where trying to think of ideas or trying to paint my feelings becomes so overwhelming that nothing comes out. The more I force it, the more it just hides. That's kind of what happened. The colors don't land on the canvas, ideas don't connect. It's like I'm breathing, but I can't live. And there are days where I don't want to be around. Days where the fight is in my head is so exhausting that I just want to give up and sleep. I know that some of you understand the feeling that I'm talking about in your own way. I feel like the November, December, January kind of just brings it all out. I want to talk about this, not to shock or scare anyone, not for sympathy. It's because when you pretend everything is fine when it's not, things get worse. And that's kind of what I did. It doesn't help me, it doesn't help my friends, it doesn't help my wife, it doesn't help the channel, it doesn't help anything. I burned myself out, and it happened faster than I expected. I threw myself into art because I have a passion for it and I love it, and it gives me the ability to express myself where words can't. But I still absolutely 100% burned myself out. I didn't think that it would. Guys, but it really fucking did. I mean, I haven't picked up a paintbrush in like 2 weeks. It's horrible. Painting usually helps me. It usually eases everything I'm carrying, except for when the struggle is so loud that I can't paint at all. And that's where I've been during this break. I have been trying to get my footing back. I've been trying to rebuild a routine, to rebuild just my basic function. I thought that, moving from where I was to moving here, I thought that I would just be able to keep my basic routine. And it was not like that at all. I just kind of threw myself into it without having the routine and planning a routine around that, and it was just spinning all the way down until burnout. I'm sharing this, and I'm talking and sharing, because I want Midnight Visions Artworks, I want this YouTube to be a place where we talk about the real stuff like this. Where we don't just show the finished artwork, but also the process and the person behind it. Even when the person is having a really, really tough time. And like I said, I'm not saying any of this for sympathy. I've been dealing with this for 30 odd years. I'm okay. Like I said, I'm not here to shock anyone, scare anyone, or any sympathy. I'm just letting you guys know why I've been away for as long as I have. If any of you have days like this, I want to let you know that you're not alone, you're not broken, and you're not weak. You're dealing with something real, just like I am. So today, in this live stream, it isn't just about painting, it's about talking with all of you. It's about reconnecting after being away. It's about being honest and showing what it's like behind the scenes, even when it's not pretty. So thank you for everybody that stayed. I know that I did lose a few subscribers. But I'm not really worried about subscribers. I'm worried about the connection with everybody. So, yeah. Thank you everybody that checked on me, and thank you for sticking around even when I disappear for a bit. The support means more than I can explain, and I'm grateful for every one of you. So let's hang out. Let's do that. Obviously, I don't have any of my art stuff here. I mean, I do, but I still got work to do on the garage. So, I can't exactly paint today. But I figured today would be kind of a hangout and kind of talk to you guys about what I've been kind of dealing with and see if any of you guys kind of struggle with the same thing and see, oh crap, my fire went out. See if, we can kind of connect on that, you know? So let me try to get this fire over here started, cause it's cold as dick in here. Yeah, thanks, I guess, for sticking in there with me, cause, yeah. People said so. I appreciate that. I'm working on it. With between the mice, the leaks, the seasons, my mental health, I have been going absolutely freaking insane. And usually I ride the motorcycle around, but it's just been too crappy weather to be able to do it. And then on the good days, I'm just too fucking busy. So it's just really frustrating. Thank you. That means a lot. Let me try to get this fire restarted without actually catching my hand on fire again like last time I did that. Luckily it was just with a lighter, but that really sucked. Sit here and sit here and actually chop wood in order to have enough kindling and stuff for that. Which I mean I'm okay with. I do that stuff anyways. If you know me well enough. It's too cold. It's too cold to do it. I need to get an actual axe. Oh yeah, no, I think the same thing. I 100% agree that it's 100% the holidays. It's 100% the holidays. There is no doubt in my mind that once just kind of moving the camera a little bit. Once the holidays kind of bugger off, I won't have much of an issue. But yeah, the holidays, just all of it. And to be fair, it wasn't even the start of the holidays when my mental health started kind of affecting me and I noticed it. It was just all this other shit. It was, for me, my mental health situation demands that I have a pretty solid routine. Yeah, I didn't have that. I didn't have that since I've moved in. Which is what? August? Yeah. So I just gotta sit here and actually build a routine of doing things before I go off and do this again. Don't worry, YouTube, my thumb's just on fire. That's all it is. So yeah, it's just, and the frustrating thing is, the real frustrating bit is that my leak was just on the electrical wall, which is, let's see if I can get my finger on it. Bink! That's an electrical panel right here. That. So it was from like my door all the way to like my Wi-Fi plug, which is right here. There's so many little fucking spiders up this bitch today. I gotta spray to you. So it was from like where these are all the way to my door, which is right here. Here's the very tippity tip of my door. So that was fun. It was just more stress on more stress on more stress on more stress. And it finally just kind of boiled over. You know? Just kind of finally went and just balloon pop. You know, you can only fill a balloon so much before it just like explodes. That's exactly what happened to me. 100%. That is exactly what happened to me. I kept, I try not to, physically or mentally exert myself. I don't like being in public. I'm very, what's the word? There's a medical term for what I am. Hang on. Agoraphobic. I am partially agoraphobic. I just don't like I don't like going anywhere. To like the absolute degree. I have, I don't want to go into my private medical stuff, but I have a few disorders that are caused by not great people. I don't have it in here today. But that 7/28/2020 piece, I think it was. That was a hard piece for me to make. And I think me painting that and then not even taking a break really fucked me up. Yeah, I think that really kind of messed me up on the whole, like, I want to do art. Like, I still want to do art, but, you know, like, continuously kind of thing before my break. For context here, when I say I don't want to do art, it means just like I'm burning out. Like, I'm still painting. I'm fixing this leak after Thanksgiving. And that's actually about it. The reason this area doesn't look as lit up is because there's no light there. It's over here folded up because that's exactly where the leak started. So there was a fine, let's see if I can show you guys on camera. So there's a broom here trying to sweep stuff up, but there's like this discoloration. I don't know, it's not scummy, it's just on the wall, so that's kind of suck. Yeah, I just got burnt out. I got real burnt out. And I didn't take care of my mental health. I had a routine when I lived at my other place. And I figured I would be able to keep that routine in order when I moved here. And that was not the case. It was not the case. And like, as you guys know, I ride motorcycles. The only reason I don't show it on camera is because my license plate would be right directly the thing you guys see. And like I said, I like my privacy, so just don't. I do have a channel if you are more interested in motorcycles, and I do plan to not merge, but kind of, what's the word? Promote? Not promote. Not funnel. Trickle? Trickle's the right word. Trying to, later on I'll trickle individuals from here over to my more basic me page. It's very mental health motorcycles. If you like that kind of thing, I do too. Yeah, I just gotta get back into it. Like I said, gotta get back into it. When I lived over there, I had the routine down. I had it down. Don't have it down here, so I gotta sit here and fix it. Yeah. But I'm not done. I'm not done with art. I'm not. I still want to paint. That's the thing. I still have the urge to paint. I know that if I do it, though, I'll want to stream, and if I stream, then I'll get, it's an endless thing. So I just want to breathe, man. Just breathe. So yeah, I figured I'd come over today, and we might, why is my fly swatter over here? That's so odd. We might, like, I don't know, draw in some of these. Yeah. Draw on a few of them. Because I have a fireplace in here, which is nice, if it would stay fucking lit. I am able. Okay. I just hit my shin on the door, and if you've ever seen it, I'll put a picture on posts. But it's made out of like straight iron, like wrought iron, and it just hit me on the shin. So I just need a second. It's just a lot today. It's not as a lot as it would have been like a couple days ago, but I'm still just kind of like over it today. Anyways, God, that's peaking my meter. I am so sorry, guys. That might be loud. Because I have a wood. Where was I? Because I have a wood fireplace. Yes. I'm able to make my own charcoal. And check this shit out. So like, you find a good piece. So I got big pieces, right? For like big thick old lines. Me put on gloves before, you know, I don't know, I go in the house and track fingerprints all over the place, and you guys never see me again because my wife kills me. Nah, she'll be alright. She'll get over it. I did want a level of transparency when I started Midnight Visions, knowing that there's a likely chance that, you know, it's not gonna work. It's going pretty well so far. To be fair, I'm not one of the, what would you say? I'm more on the gentler side of YouTube. I paint, so it's not like I'm being lazy. I mean, within my own right, but so like, here's a piece that I got. And like, I'm just gonna show you guys lines. So like, look at that. Isn't that neat? That's why I love building my own, well, not building, but using my own charcoal. Because it literally does come up with like some of the coolest lines. Here's another side. Like that's more thick. And then you got, which is similar, that just has 3 lines instead of 2, like 3 solid, you know. So yeah, and then hang on. Oh crap, there it is. So yeah, I figured we could just kind of sit here and hang out today, you know. Nothing too crazy. Let's see. I also got like really big pieces. I'm trying to find a big piece. The important bit is to close your eyes when you do that. I learned the hard way. So like you'll see all these like weird chunks on it. And that just like, it creates the weirdest things. So that's why I have it. I actually really like that. visions and like what we do. I know we've been away for a little while, but feel free to Cash App us. That's my Cash App. It helps me buy paint, a whole bunch of stuff. That's a direct to me, and if you send me anything to help support. If you donate, I should say, I can read your name on live, and if you want, you could put like a note and be like for paintbrushes, and I'll read it, say it's for paintbrushes, show you guys the paintbrushes that I got. It'll be a whole cool thing. So that's the Cash App, and then no, that's not it. Sponsor. This is sponsored by MVAW. Right now, actually, it's not 10% off, it's 30% off for the rest of November. The promo code is correct, but the percent is not. It's currently 30%. Yeah. I'm gonna mute my microphone real quick and try to get this fire started with this, I gotta chop apart some kindling, so give me a second, guys. Let's see, I'm so lost, I don't even... Remember to use the MVA Dubby, D-U-B, MVA D-U-B-B-Y. God, I am out of the loop today. There we go. Cooking again. Look at that. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm hoping that the holidays as well, I'm hoping that the holidays kind of help me not be as burnt out. Which I know it will. I think it brings everybody stress. So, yeah. I don't know. Anything I should write specifically on the wall right here? I got Sharpies. Got big Sharpies. I got big old fat Sharpies. And I got paint pens. I forgot about those. Let's see. Kind of want to paint on my wall, which is there for... Let's see. Oh, that's right. Alright. Let's see. Hiya! That's about as creative as I have felt recently. Like I want to paint, but there's just nothing there. I'd have better luck throwing a pen at a wall. Let's see. What should I tag my wall with? Can anybody think? Let's move the chair real quick before I heckin' trip over it. That's a good one. Let's see. I didn't want it to interfere with this. It's such weird shit to write on. It's like corkboard. God, is that a nail? No, that was just some type of bullshit. There you go. Yeah. That would have been cool if I caught it. Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm back. I took a break for mental health reasons. sum it up, I had a leak, I had critters, I had a whole lot of mental health issues just pile on top, and then I kept ignoring it, and, hi! So, I'm just kind of drawing on my wall today. I think I forgot my... I'll be right back, hold on. I keep forgetting shit. I hate this door so much. It locks, doesn't lock, it locks, doesn't lock. Sometimes it locks me out. Forgot I didn't bring that. Yeah. And like I said earlier, I want Midnight Visions to be art and mental health, and I always say that it's art and mental health, and all I did was art and not talk about my mental health because I hate sharing that shit. And so here we are talking about it. You know, it's I don't like sharing my stuff to the public. You know, I like to have a level of privacy even when I do this. So I don't like to share certain mental health disorders that I have. I got charcoal all over my face. That's wild. You know, but in order to be able to have a space such as Midnight Visions Artworks, I need to be able to share those struggles and such of my mental health because they're strenuous. And I'm not trying to say that everybody or that I'm the only one struggling. I know that I know many of you personally on my stream, and I know that you guys also struggle with a similar struggles. So I wanted to build a place where we can paint that shit. If I want to, you know, take blue paint and just draw a fucking happy face on my wall, I can do that. This is the space, the ability to be able to let those things flow. And I just got too stressed and overwhelmed to be able to do that properly. I mean, it happens. It happens with everybody. You know, we in life we have a certain, like, I guess, like, we think that we have this obligation, and certain people we do, but we don't have it to everybody, you know, like to people please in a way. And I just I think that I wanted to, and I still want to, I wanted to reach as many people as possible, and I mean, a year, roughly, about a year and a, no, about a year, painting, while YouTube stuff, and having like 500 and, what am I at now, 60 something, 560? Subscribers is fantastic. That's 560 people that I'm reaching with art. But I just wish it could be more with mental health. Excuse me. And I'm not a professional person, you know. I'm not, you know, I dropped out of art school. I don't know if you could tell. With some of my methods, I think that, my brain doesn't work today, guys. I want Midnight Visions to be an area where the chat can tell me how they're feeling on their mental health, and we can paint that shit together. That's what I'm trying to say with all these words and stuff. That's literally it. I want the people on the chat to be able to be like, well, I'm feeling gray, or I'm feeling green because of this, or I'm feeling purple, or lemon yellow, or whatever it is. You know, the chat can tell me what it is, and I can sit here and paint. We did something similar with this one. I got it. Ha-ha! Come here, you fucking bitch. I'm actually really surprised they caught that while on camera. That was fantastic. They're only on by nails. It's not like they're like magnetic or anything like that. They're just little nails. I think actually those are framing nails, so those are super small. Let me see. I have all the nails over here. Nope, panel nails, so they're even smaller. What did I say, framing nails? Yeah, I meant paneling, sorry. It's been a while. These little things. So, and here's the 10 little heads on them. They're just the only ones that I was laying around, and I might as well use the ones I had laying around. Go buy nails. I don't want to do that. So yeah, I just took a little bit of a break. I did too much. I didn't have a routine. And I felt like I could just continue doing what I was doing at the old house where I was and keep the routine that I had and move here and continue, and boy, was I wrong. I was really wrong, guys. I was really wrong. Because I burnt myself out completely. And like I said, I by no means am I like, is this live stream me being like, I'm done. Like, no, I'm still painting and doing stuff, obviously. I'm still being my chaotic me self. It just might be slower on the holidays, I think. Like around November and December, I think I might slow down. Just because it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm going to be kind of working on schedule, like an actual schedule instead of just every other day, because that also burnt me out pretty bad. So I'm going to be figuring out a schedule, like an actual schedule. I think if I do lives, I'll do shorts for like a couple following days. And then do another live, and then do a few repetitive shorts, and then do another live, and then do shorts. It seems that my shorts, I mean, look, they're going to like the absolute internet. They're going to like the front page on everything. And then my lives, to be seeing my lives, you kind of just have to be either subscribed or have the notifications on. And even when you do have the notifications on, it doesn't quite always tell you, which is also really dumb. So that's cool. So I'm gonna try to build a little bit more of a schedule with streaming and painting and all of this, so that I don't, excuse me, good Lord, so I don't burn myself out again. So I do have days where I'm able to just do my own thing, because it was just painting and then an off day, and then painting and an off day, and then painting and an off day. And then sometimes on those off days I would also paint and stream and, oh, it's a fly. I thought that was a spider. I was like, oh my God. No, it's just a fly. That's okay. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I think that the fact that I was streaming every other day and then also doing some MVA work on those off days, so I wasn't really technically having an off day, yeah, I think that really kind of screwed me up too. Oh, she get him? I think so. I know she's behind that speaker. So if you know me well enough, I kind of hoard wild jumping no, she ain't get him. I kind of hoard wild jumping spiders in my garage. Every other spider I don't want in my garage, you know, like the widows and all those other ones. All those really nasty ones I kind of just get rid of, if I can. But I think I have like 2 or 3 species of jumping spider in my garage right now. And so every once in a while I'll leave my door open and let flies in and feed them. You know. Oh, she's up there. I can't even move my camera that way. Fucky. Oh, she moved. She was over here by my speaker. She's not now. She's over here. So, yeah. I gotta build a schedule. I did too many things all at once. Between painting, live streaming shorts, working on personal stuff, motorcycle stuff, my personal YouTube, art stuff, like art, exhibits, you know, like going to Harley, going out, putting my art out there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love putting my art out there. If I could do that and not be there, that would be 10 times greater. And then on top of the leak, the mice, it's just everything, man. Yeah, I just burned the shit out of myself, man. Just completely nosedive within like a 2-day span for like 2 weeks. Yeah. Super smart, Eris. Good job. So, that's all that went. And then, I showed everybody earlier, I'll bring this in closer. This actually goes this way, but, I have a stove, I have a wood-burning stove in my, art studio. And every once in a while, it gives me really good charcoal to freaking mess with. Gives me like really good fine lines, like these ones. You can tell this is gonna be like a really nice fine line. Like look at this. Oh no, I was wrong. See, I'm still getting used to it. Big old bold lines. They try to find one that does an actual pretty good. There it is. I'll find a better one. And like, yeah, I know having like unpressed charcoal is like whatever, but oh, yep, there's a good line. Big old thick line. But I don't care. You know, just, and it comes up with like all sorts of weird. This is just like a piece of shale of it. Like that's 100%. Like a really solid line. And then it comes up with, if I can find the piece now that isn't, oh sweet, even better. It has like 2 little, so then I can just do 2 at the same time. Isn't that neat? If you're all rolling your eyes right now, you're fine. Don't worry. It's pretty. It's simple, but it's I like it. It helps. So we did that, and I don't know. We'll do another one. Let's grab this piece, and let's see. Look at this piece. That's neat. Oh, come on now. Sometimes they just don't work. Oh, that was a... I made that. That was amazing. I can't believe I made that. That was amazing. I'm sorry. I'm just dumbfounding myself today, I guess. No, that doesn't work. That one doesn't. Look at this first. Trying to keep some of this just line work. We have most of it as negative or filled in space. Unless I fuck up a line. Ta-da. Well, I can sign it. Well, let me spray the shit with the... No. It's a flower. let's put... There you go. And if you see this on a short, pay attention to the detail in the description, because if you comment the right thing, you'll get this for absolutely free. Won't that be fun? Same as this one. That'll be fun. Alright guys, I appreciate every single one of you for watching this, either on live or on a replay. Like I said, I gotta figure out a routine for both my personal life and the art stuff. Doesn't mean that I'm done with the art stuff. It just means that I'm taking a little bit of time off because I've been literally doing this for a whole almost year. And I didn't realize it would burn me out, but it did. If you would like to help, there is a donate page and a sponsor. Right now the sponsor is doing 30% off, and I'll run that right now. Let's do sponsor. Midnight Visions Artworks is sponsored by Dubby. Go to www.dubby.gg and enter promo code MVADubby at checkout. And right now for the month of November, instead of 10% off your order, they'll do 30% off. So make sure you use the promo code and buy it. I really like the s'mores one. I mix it with milk and a little bit of warmed up honey, and it's fantastic together. I don't notice a crash. I don't notice jitters. I don't really notice any of that when I drink like energy drinks or something. So yeah, use MVA code, wow, crap. Use code MVADubby at checkout and receive for the month of November 30% off your order instead of 10%. Yeah, if you would like to donate to me and help me buy paint and buy brushes. I had a brain fart there, holy crap. Let's see, there we go. You can scan this QR code. Wow, I'm really not doing this, guys. You can scan this QR code and you can help me buy stuff like paint brushes and paint and spray paint and stencils, and I'm thinking about getting into both airbrush and spray paint. So that'll really be cool to you guys to help me out with. And like I said, if you guys donate to my stream and to my Cash App to help me, I'll read the note that, as long as it's appropriate, it's not something hideous. Heinous is the word I meant to say. I will read the note, read who it's from, and show you what I bought with it, unless you tell me what art supply to specifically buy with it. Alright guys, I appreciate it. I will be a little bit more mentally in gear when I stream next. It'll be a few days. What is today? 24th? Thanksgiving is this week, isn't it? Yeah. So, yeah, have a good Thanksgiving. I will see you guys later. I will put out on posts, the new schedule when I come up with it, and keep an eye out for those shorts and the, thing to say, the word to say, the secret word to say in the comments to be able to get that possibly for free. Alright guys, take care. Be sure not to burn your guys self out. You know, my whole brain is just over here backfiring. So yeah, have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. It's good to see you all again. And I'll see you guys next